And this is officially our first trip of the season for any kind of fishing in Western Port for Dave and I. So this is it. Everyone else has been out for a couple of weeks now. A lot of snapper being caught, a lot of big squid being caught, and we've had a few hold-ups in our private life. That's just life, that's the way it goes. So we're finally out though, so let's make amends. And I'm tipping if you're watching this, something worthy must happen for us to be airing it. So let's see if we can get off to a good start. Pick me a jig, old boy, pick me a jig. I don't use it much, but basically it's an RR, red foil cloth with the stripes on the back. So I'm gonna tie that on and get to work. What's going on?
He's behind my jig. Good one. He's not into mine, it's sinking too quick. Is that it? He's there.
Behind mine?
There, yeah. Have you got weight on though?
I do not have weight on, Dave.
Jig, I reckon.
There you go, thanks for picking that out for me. The AK.
Should have picked that out myself too.
So there's a jig Dave picked out for me. I literally went to throw it in. Dave goes, I got a squid up already. So I just ran over and dropped it in live. There you go. He's a good one, Dave.
Yeah,
Thanks, mate. Good jig selection, mate. There is the AK. I'm just really hoping I got that correct because I'm just guessing it's an AK. Good squid, mate.
yeah, you followed mine in, but I think it was just sinking too quick. And
He's not a giant, but the story begins. There you go. Body's dead, head's dead. Done. 2 moves. He's out of his misery. Do not leave them dead in salt water. They go hard and rubbery. You want to keep them dead out of water like that, or on ice in a dry container until you get home, or till you use them. But never let them die in salt water and just let them sit there. No good. So there's a few squid in here. It's good in here. Very important when there's been a lot of people out squidding to find pockets of squid where no one else is fishing, because you can get to an area that's famously good for squid and people have been hammering it all day and you'll catch nothing because they'll pull every squid out of there. It's not so easy, is it? Well done. Alright, there's our bait sorted, old boy. Let's go mang up some mangers.
Let's mang it.
Straight. Very murky here in Western Port, so a lot of clutter, so you've got to tune that sensitivity right back. You basically want the sounder to really earn a mark, not just mark everything and anything down there. We want it to really, if we see something, we want to know that it's for real. We're looking for particularly big yellow marks near the bottom. Come back out slightly deeper. Oh, like that. That's what we want to see. Precisely that. That's the first mark right when we get here. That's good, Dave. The sun's about to set. And the Lowrance has actually found some nice fish. There's a stack of 3 all in one little spot. Go down. I'll have to get it. Bloody hell. What the hell? I'll have to get that anchor serviced. It's a piece of shit. What the... As the sun hits the water, all the fish up in this shallow banks will be getting forced out on the low tide, coming over this edge here. There's an edge right here. And basically they all sit out and come out into the deep water for sunset. And they get ready. So when the tide turns after dark and they all charge up the bay, they're all ready to come right past this edge. Through a hard bit at the back of the head there. Bang. Deadly. Anything grabs that, turns, hits drag pressure, hook drives in. One up in the shallows, one on the slope, a couple out in the deep. Slope like that. Bounced off the bottom. Make sure there's lots of drag pressure there. Set the hook. Trap is set. Horizontal rod racks, rod pointing at the fish. Oh, that was definitely a snapper.
Got whacked.
That was definitely a snapper, Dave. How did that not hook up?
Gamakatsus.
This is why we're changing away from those horrible hooks. Shit, that's a good sign, Dave. Very, very good sign, David. It's a fish. It's a fish, mate.
Running like an eagle though. They've got to be head shaped, don't they?
Yeah.
Why is it going that way?
That's definitely a fish.
That'd be, doesn't it?
Definitely. Or it's, or you flapped it.
Yeah. It might be flapped.
You could be. You could have rave. Beautiful colours, sunset. Nah, it's an eagle. Changing directions. Comes at you fast, turns fast. You got the hooks in the flat, mate.
I warned you about bycatch.
You're gonna be very angry, aren't you?
Oh.
Have a list in the flap, guaranteed.
It's gonna hurt me in a second. Oh, it's a bloody gummy. Well, I'll be.
Well done. Pity it's a piece of shit bycatch. You're better off cutting it off, mate. Oh, and now you're getting poodled.
Very odd. Very odd.
The head's out. Nets are for suckers. Get her in front of the camera. Oh, that's some really good angles we'll get on there.
There you go. Gummy sharks, for those that don't live in this neck of the wood, also called smooth hounds in Europe. Got no teeth. It's just a set of, oh well, they've got very tiny crushing flat type teeth for
Can you get him up horizontal to your head?
crunching up crustaceans and stuff like that. But they do quite fancy.
For people that don't know,
baits as well.
you're a 6'7" man.
Yep.
So you're basically a human spider. So
Yep. Yeah, it's probably like an 8 kilo gummy, 6 to 8 kilo.
it's a good one.
Yeah.
And what are we gonna do with it, Dave?
Oh look, ordinarily we'd let them go, but we haven't been fishing for months, so we might grab this one for a feed. It's a good size to keep.
And they are freaking delicious.
Yeah, that's right. So you guys, you can leave too if you want. I said, no, I'm just driven an hour. You paid easy. Makes sense.
camera.
What?
Move to the left.
I think it jumped.
Move to the right.
I can't even see it. It's like a shark, but it's bloody... Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Yep. Oh, he's going off his head. Oh! It's crazy! Hang on a minute. Look! Holy dooly! Stop it! Oh, the hooks just fell out there.
Oh yeah? Yes. Not bad, mate.
I kind of want to eat it, but I kind of want to let it go.
It's a good fish, mate.
Yeah. Are you saying it's a good fish as in we should murder it, or it's a good fish as in we should let it go?
I'm completely relying on your call. But I'll definitely eat lots of it.
Okay. Definitely. Oh, maybe not actually. It's got to be, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Look at the head shape.
It's an awkward angle to film it sideways. We've got the current sideways. It's shaking around, wasn't it? Now it's stopped. It's just got weight now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's different.
Either a gummy or a red.
Snapper. Snapper.
No, I reckon gummy.
Oh, you reckon? Yeah, those shakes. Well, it's definitely one or the other. It's acting like a snapper.
Some sort of weirdness going on.
It's a tangle, maybe.
He's acting a bit like a snapper.
It is.
I hope it is.
It'd make the night complete, wouldn't it? It's definitely acting like a snapper. I'm telling you, it hit like a snapper too. Come on. Come on, big dog.
Be a red. Be a red. Be a red.
That's exactly what they do, isn't it?
Oh yes.
It's a red.
Red. Woohoo! Yeah, good.
Pick it up with your hand net.
That's alright, I'll do a comfort lift. Like the first snapper of the season.
First snap of the season. Nerve-wracking. No net on the boat.
Just do that.
Just lift it casually to 6 kilo snapper in the boat. Oh shit! Shit! Oh shit! Dave! I just can't get the overexposure off this silly bloody GoPro. Let me just see if I can get some better colour on it.
I'm just holding it like a dinner.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like a plate.
I'll move this hand. Oh, that's awesome.
Jeez, he went hard.
It's a good fish. It's a bloody good fish. So Dave's just going to get that back out, aren't you, mate?
Yep.
Because we're right on the tide change. And I've heard they've been going on tide change. Wow, look at the colours on the GoPro. It's actually coming out quite nice. I've just done a manual exposure. So bring the head around now. Alright, so we've definitely got a catch and cook coming up, old boy.
Oh yeah.
We're going to have a feast. Alright, I'm going to get some photos for you, mate.
Yeah.
We describe what is it we do most, and it's our home waterway fishing like this in Western Port for gummy sharks and snapper. And it feels bloody special to catch a snapper like that, because I know how hard everyone's been working in Western Port lately to catch a red. We've got boats that have been out here 6 weeks, 7 weeks, haven't caught a fish, so we're very, very humbled to be able to catch a beautiful fish like that. Just absolutely amazing. Wow. We're going to have the most epic fisherman's basket ever. Right, so we've got the Shimano braid went out to give it a measure. And what have we got on the snapper? We've got ourselves 85 centimetres. And one gummy looks like she's about 7 kilos. One looks like it's about 9 to 10 kilos. And we're going to show you a few different methods just real quick, because we're really tired and want to get home. We've got to get up for work tomorrow. So, alright, so we're just going to whip a couple of fillets off the snapper. There's one fillet and there's a pile of fresh gummy and some calamari. So we just process it as fast as possible. And up next, we're going to take you to the Crib Point barbecuing arena for quite the cook-up. Dave and I were going to show you filleting, but that's not ideal because the knife is in desperate need of a sharpen. So we didn't want to butcher it on film. It's been hard work, but we're getting there. Anyway. So there's two choices. It was that or that. Obviously you've opened that, so it was that. We went through the light coating mix, and we're going to upset Finn by not doing the instant batter, but mate, you have to wait till tomorrow night for that one. This is last night's snapper you just saw us catch before. This is the gummy shark, and that's actually a bait left over. All prepared meticulously well. And we're just basically going to keep it real simple because we're real hungry. And we're just going to smash it. We're just going to smash it into hot oil. What is this vegetable oil? Which means it can get super hot without actually smoking. Whereas if you use olive oil, it'll start smoking at a much lower temperature. I'll just pick out some snapper fillets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Many as I think I can fit in that fry pan. Right. So that's seasoned. Ready to go straight in the fry pan. Look at that. Beautiful. Straight into the heat. And take note how quick. It's super hot. We're basically just going to give them like 30 seconds each side. Maybe 40. By the time I get them all in, I'll be ready to turn the first lock. So we just want to have that gold colour on that side. Oil probably would have been a bit hotter. Just because the sweet has good gold, we'll get the colour quicker without overcooking it. So there we go. What are you looking forward to the most? The gummy shark or the snapper?
The gummy shark.
Well, we'll see, eh? We will see. Alright, time to get them out. Do you want to have a go at lifting them out? That's it. It's not battering, but it still gives a crunchy flavoured texture, but without the mess of batter, and it's just quicker to prepare. So that's why I'm into it, mate. Is the legendary gummy shark, Mustelus antarcticus. Basically, this is the staple fish of the entire state's fish and chip trade. This here, because normally it's in batter, but we're going to have it a bit purer than that. But have a look at that, mate. So we get to have a taste test now. You and me, head to head, snapper and gummy shark. Let's go. Got 3 different sauces because we're really Aussie, and here's the big taste test, mate. We've got another batch cooking over here beautifully. So let's go. This is some snapper, and obviously the gummy next to it. I'm going to get some snapper, and I'm going to get some gummy. And here we go.
Just one squid.
Squid ring. So that's the gummy. Clearly, I think, why is he dipping in sauce? Because he's an Aussie lad. And that's the snapper.
They were so good.
Alright, there you go. So you can't pick them. They're both awesome, aren't they? Let me decide. Here's the gummy. We'll have a bit of chili and a bit of tartare. Oh my. I prefer the texture of the gummy. It's a softer texture, a buttery texture. But the flavour of the snapper is superb as well. If you want a real fish flavour, snapper. If you want a mild, smooth, soft, delicate fish flavour, the gummy shark's for you. So mate, tonight I'm giving it to the gummy shark. Bit of a mutant. Look at these. Look at this gummy shark. Oh my god, that is just amazing. Alright, they almost be ready to turn, mate. That's why you've got to move a lot quicker than this. So this is what happens when you have the deep fried version. It's just fighting for flavours and shapes, and there's a bit of snapper. The oil's getting a bit full of bits in this bit, but they start off beautiful. What do you think, Bill? There we go.
And what do you think, darling? What do you think, Rippy? I need you to be very gentle, little puppy. Very gentle. No, super gentle. Super gentle. Good girl. Good girl. Was it a good snapper? Was it a good snapper? Good girl. Hey, kiss your paw. Kiss your paw. Paw.